Romance, Ashley Collins, aka The Onto Dragons. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. I'm probably gonna get in a lot of trouble for this, but it's okay though, because there's no consequences, because I don't get paid for this anyway. And after this video, I probably definitely never will. I mean, I have too many videos that's like, they'd be like, we can't pay you for this, you know that, right? And I'd be like, it's cool, just leave it up there. So I went to go see Black Widow, and it was bad. Really, really, really bad. And I started to think to myself how, like, representation doesn't matter at all. Because, okay, so not the first female superhero movie, right? Or villain, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it was a shitty film. And it's like, you can't say that out loud. You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to call something that has a minority character. She's not a minority though. She's a white woman. I guess as a woman, she's a minority. You're not allowed to call something that has a minority main character bad. Like, for example, Princess and the Frog. That was ass. Let's all admit it. Princess and the Frog is one of the characters that when a kid goes to Disney, they're not excited to see them unless it is a black kid and the mom's like, I'm forcing you to take a picture with this black character because look, it's you. But it's... People care more about the film Moana than they do Princess and the Frog. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, that's because they rushed Princess and the Frog. I don't think that that's the reason. You have to have... Okay, let me slow down and calm down. You have to have a good storyline. You have to cast good actors. You need to have a good writing team. It's so much more than just the woke community wants this, so we're gonna give them that. And don't you think that's, for me, I find that a little offensive. I find that a little offensive that you think that I'm so simple-minded that if you just throw a black female character at me, I'm just gonna go run and follow it and chase it. You know, I think that that's so offensive that I'm technically obese. Charts and stuff. I think that that's so offensive when you have a plus size model modeling something for Victoria's Secret, and you think to yourself, that person is so simple minded that they're gonna go and spend $80 on a bra and underwear because now they included plus size bras and underwear. No one wants to buy your $80 shit anyway. I mean, I do because I'm stupid, but like, you know. Does that make sense? It's like they're taking advantage of us by having all of these representations, right? Let's look at the history of representation, right? Affirmative action. That occurred because there was a literal blockage of women and people of color being able to get higher education, right? There was a literal blocking of them being cast in film and in stage plays. So at that time, they needed to implement that, right? And then, you know, as humans work, once you give them a little bit, once you give someone a little shot, they don't want just a little shot of bourbon, but they want the whole fucking bottle. Can you tell that I want to drink right now as well? It's so so now we've taken it too much too far to the point where it's like they're force feeding it to us. You know, they're force feeding that you everyone has a rainbow colored flag on their store window right now to say that we accept gay people. You've always accepted gay people, but they don't want to eat at your shop because you have bad food. You know, it's like you don't have to work hard at being a good film. You don't need to work hard at being a good restaurant. All you need to say is blacks are accepted here, gays are accepted here, women are accepted here. Come watch this, come eat this. And it's like you're not even working hard because it's shitty quality. They're playing this up so much that it's frustrating. And is no one else frustrated but me? Does no one else witness this but myself? They're using us as trophies. Literally, look at the Olympics. Literally. And it's like anyone will do. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be special because everyone is special, right? Nowadays. Any black person will do. Any woman will do. Any I've done shows I've worked in places where I was just hired because they just needed a black woman on their roster to make it seem like, oh, look at us, we're diverse, we're accepting of everything. And it's like, so you don't think that I'm gifted, you don't think that I'm talented, you just needed me to fill your quota. Okay, I'm going so off track. But you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, I do Princess Tiana for princess parties, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because as long as someone gets paid, what does it matter anyway? It matters because it's like, okay, who is always the target audience is children and teenagers. I don't. We can argue about this later, but always the target audience for anything is children and teenagers, because you know why? Because children pick where you want to eat. Children pick where what do I mean by that? So let's say that you're in a car and you're with your family. You ask Jimmy, where do you want to eat today? And they say McDonald's. So you're going to go to McDonald's because Jimmy wants McDonald's, right? So everything that they're marketing to children and to teenagers because they decide what they decide what the parents want. They decide what the parents will see. They decide what the parents will eat, right? So when you force these things like representation matters, what you're doing is you're continuing in the brainwashing of children, which will grow into weak adults. And we're all following it because us adults, us millennials, are pathetic. We're so pathetic, including myself. So useless. You know, I don't know how to change a car. No, do I? No, I don't know how to change a car battery. You know, we're so useless adults that once our parents are gone, what's gonna happen to this planet? You know, and then looking at this future generation, we're force feeding them that everyone's racist. We're force feeding them that everyone's a pedophile. So of course they're gonna grow up into panicked adults who have high anxiety, because that's what we're feeding them. We're force feeding them with the Olympics that America's awful and you don't want to live here, right? So now these kids, these teenagers are seeing this and they're like, why am I here? I need to get out. I need to get out because America's awful, you know? Okay, so represent, and also like the reviews for In the Heights really pissed me off, right? Because Lin-Manuel Miranda has worked his ass off for literally decades in order to get his stage play, firstly on the stage, and then now it's a feature film, and then you're like, there's not enough brown Hispanic people. What? You weren't gonna see it anyway. You don't want to see a movie musical. Why are you complaining? You know, and the fact that they have to fill this quota in order to satisfy you. Let's stop. Let's quit it. Representation used to matter, right? Because like I was saying, it helped for the older generation to get higher education. It helped for them to be cast in these new roles in order to make things more equal, and everything is fine. Everything is so much more accepting now. But why don't we want to see that? I was thinking to myself how the news, right? The news channel, how they're so good at making us hate each other. But I don't think that there's a board of people sitting around like what's that the evil villain team called on DC? I forgot. But I don't think that there's a group of people sitting around in a room that are saying, how can we make people hate each other today? I don't think that they're doing that. I just think that they're giving us what we want to see. The news has to be on every day. It has to, you know? So every day they're asking, what do you want to talk about? What are our ratings? Oh, it looks like the ratings went up once we looked at black crime. Why don't we show them that today again and again and again? That way people can keep watching. And I was thinking to myself, people who have podcasts, people who have channels, the rule is, in order to be discovered, that you have to post every day, right? So what do you post about? You post about current events that the news tells you is relevant. We don't have to do that. We don't have to. We have a chance to be the new media. You know, we have a chance to evolve art. We have a chance to do something new. We don't want to do that because we all want ratings. We don't want to do that because we all want to be famous. And that sucks. That's very unfortunate that we, but the formula works. The formula works. Because you're going to get your attention, because attention is ROI positive. I also saw the movie Old by M. Night Shyamalan. And the casting made no sense, right? It was fine. It was fine. What I would like to do is I would like to cast a show where it's completely colorblind casting. So let's say that the mom is white, the dad is Spanish, and the son is Korean. And it doesn't matter because it's just good quality. Just be good at what you do. That's it. That should be the standard from now on. Just be good at what you do. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, white, black, Hispanic, etc. It doesn't matter. Just be good at what you do. And then you'll be hireable. Couple of quotes. The battle is won when the average I can't read. The battle is won when the average American regards a corporate journalist exactly as they regard a tobacco executive. They're selling us addictions to hate each other. But like I said, I don't think the intention is evil. They're just trying. The self matters, like we talked about this before. The self matters. My kids eat first before yours. I think once you turn your brain on fully, you see how literally insane this planet is. You see why Jonah wanted to go into the belly of the whale. Just say it, just say it, just say it. White people keep profiting off of us. White people keep profiting off of our caricatures, off of our personalities, off of our clothing, off of our bodies, off of our melanin. They keep profiting off of us. But it doesn't matter to you because you're getting paid. Because like I said, my family eats first before yours. And it's not my job to raise your kids. But my kids are watching yours. But my kids are watching you. I mean, I don't have kids. But you see what I'm saying, though? You dig? I'm really... worried about the day that... because I know it'll happen. I'm really worried about the day that my niece says out loud that she has low self-esteem, that she thinks that she's ugly. Okay, that's it. I do have to go now. I do have to go. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.